Hey, Erzgat here, and it's time to talk a bit of some anime. Been a while, I've been busy with real life, trying to get back into some things, and like I said, we're gonna try some different things with the channel. I'm gonna focus a lot on other videos, not just episodic, week-to-week things. And this time with this video, I'm gonna be talking a bit about anime for new people or for beginners, and how to recommend series and how to get people into this sort of medium, so to say. Now keep in mind, this is gonna be very focused on new people. If you've watched like 5,000 anime series, or if you've read 5,000 manga, some of these series or some of these things might not apply to you, but maybe you can use them to get a friend or somebody new you want to recommend series. And I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. I see a lot of posts everywhere. I check on subreddits, Discord, social media. Some people are actually trying to get into it, even though anime has been growing quite a lot compared to how it was like 10 years ago. There are still new people that don't really know where to start, how to start, or what to look into. And I want to have this video with some series and a bit of advice how to get beginners into this awesome thing that we call anime. First, I want to start a bit of how to recommend and the mistakes that people do, and after that we're gonna get into some series recommendations. Now, a lot of people, I see the biggest mistake they do is they start hammering and they pressure people into watching their favorite series. Man, this is the best thing ever. I love it. It has 500 episodes, but you're gonna love it. Trust me, it's gonna work out. Or this niche series that it's a bit weird, or something edgy, or something that you need a lot of anime knowledge to understand properly, or something more even out there. There's a lot of things into anime, but you can't really put that into somebody that is just starting out with anime. The biggest mistake is recommending something that you love, your favorite series, to somebody new, which might be depending if you have a great series that is to that, but in majority of the cases it doesn't work out. And just stop recommending, for example, One Piece to people. One Piece is one of my all-time favorite series. I wouldn't recommend it to a beginner in anime. Zero chance. If you do that, you're a bad person. You're not a good friend. Don't recommend something like One Piece to new people. Either Naruto also, or Bleach. As much as I love Bleach also, and Naruto, even though I have my issues with Naruto, I wouldn't recommend either of the three of them, for example, to somebody new. So keep that in mind. You're recommending for them. You're not just talking about the things you like. Keep in mind, this is not about you, is about them here. And another thing is, ask questions. Always ask questions when you're recommending to somebody. Have you ever watched anything? What type of things do you like? Genres, type of series, vibes. Try to connect it to movies, to a series, to books, to something, to get a foot into, get a feeling for them and what they enjoy, because they might not enjoy the same things that you, but since maybe you watch, like I said, 5,000 anime series, you have a library, a repertoire there to look through and give a recommendation based on their taste, not just your taste, and their taste takes priority here. And highly recommend starting out with simpler series, so to say. You don't have to have the most complex or convoluted anime series, or anime series that lean a lot into the anime tropes and cliches that we're used to, and just focus on giving them the first step to get into the medium. And after that, after they get a bit used to the anime, can start recommending more things and them asking questions, of course, if it sticks. And don't give up. If the first one doesn't work out, say, hey, maybe that one doesn't work out, you can try this one, or why didn't you like that one? Sort of figure it out. Just talk to people, don't stress them with your favorite series. That's my main advice. Remember, it's about them, not about you. Now, let's get into some recommendations, quick summaries, and brief ideas of the series, just to get a basic understanding. And again, if you watch a lot of anime series, you probably know these ones, you've watched them, you either like them or don't like them. Again, this is about beginners, and remember, always ask questions. Now, the first series, which I think is the really easy to get people into anime in general is Demon Slayer, and I think it more than accomplished that fact back when it first aired. Amazing animation, one of the strongest points for it, but I also do actually like the world, the characters, and it's something simple but done right, and it's great to get people into the genre itself, being a bit fantasy wise here, and they can follow along without having all of the anime tropes and cliches that were used to tuned up to 11, if you get my meaning. So Demon Slayer is a great one. Then the next one I highly recommend if you want something a bit more serious, Attack on Titan, which seems like the obvious choice. Majority of them here are gonna be obvious choices, but Attack on Titan is great for a majority of people. It's a bit more serious, more focused on the drama, on the plot twists, instead of just being cool fight. It actually has a lot more intrigue and politic things to it, and also benefits from the fact that it's a full adaptation, actually has an ending. Now that ending can be up for debate. Personally, I like the ending. You guys can check out my video with you missed the point of the Attack on Titan ending, but it's great for new people. Now if you want something a bit more light-hearted in a way, highly recommend Reincarnated as a Slime to get them a bit into the isekai genre. Me as the isekai guy shilling isekais. Who could have seen this one? Before you get them into ReZero, Mushoku Tensei and other series like that, just a bit open the isekai door. But Slime is great, having this power fantasy series, amazing world building and the nation building for it. I love Slime so much, and I think it would be awesome for new people. But then if you want something a lot more serious, go back and forth here, something that is gonna hook you quite hard for me is Vinland Saga, one of my all-time favorite series in general. But it's also great for new people because they can kind of look at it in some ways as a TV show with great character building, very focus on character development and building them from zero and seeing how they change and where they're gonna end up there. And both seasons build on each other so well. That Farmland Saga, so many tears and amazing moments. So yeah, Vinland Saga. Then one that I think is the full package, and pretty much everybody's gonna recommend this one to new people and even some people that haven't watched it somehow, has to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now this series, I'm honestly jealous for some people being able to experience this new without having any idea, and having this complete package, amazing from beginning to end and a proper conclusion. So if by some chance you haven't watched Full Metal Alchemist, do check that one out and try to recommend it to people. But then we have Dr. Stone here, which Dr. Stone is really fun, but I think this anime is one of the anime series I would unironically put into school to get people into science, into learning, into enjoying the sense of discovery. Like, of course, it's anime, exaggerated thing. I'm not saying this one is gonna make you a NASA scientist, but it's gonna be great for a lot of range for ages of people, adults, kids. It has everything, and some of the moments hit quite hard, especially with Byakuya, the father of Senku here. So Dr. Stone, such a fun series, and I think it's gonna be great for new people. But then also we have something like Cyberpunk Edge Runners, especially if you played the game. I think the series is gonna be quite fun, and the genre itself, Cyberpunk, is an awesome genre and universe here. So just 10 episodes from beginning to end, short. Remember, you're trying to get people into it, not having them watch 500, 1000 episodes is gonna be great with Cyberpunk. Then we have Jujutsu Kaisen. Even though I do have my issues with Jujutsu Kaisen, we're not gonna get into that. It's an awesome series to just get into the anime, the fights, the characters, the power system, and the animation here. 2 seasons and the movie is gonna be fun for new people, just to get that dopamine rush with something always happening and the twists here. So Jujutsu Kaisen is great. But if you're more of a gamer, especially if you play MMORPGs. I highly recommend Shangri-La Frontier. Now, this anime actually is focused on the gaming side, not using gaming as a gimmick or survival. You are stuck in a game and so on. And the fun characters, the shenanigans, and even more, if you understand gaming itself, it's gonna hit you quite even more. So this could be good to get people into gaming and into anime. So kind of two things you can win with this anime. But then the next one, if you're a fan of the vibe and the feeling of Lord of the Rings and something like that, a pure fantasy, highly recommend Free and Beyond Journeys, and another all-time favorite series for me. It's hard to describe this one, just prepare for a lot of emotional moment, growth, and amazing backgrounds, worlds, characters here, and is gonna be great for new people also. But starting with this high quality is gonna be insane here. Now, if somebody maybe enjoys something like Marvel more, so to say, superheroes and things like that, my recommendation would be My Hero Academia, and it gets going quite fast and an interesting hook. Somebody in a world full of powers, pretty much everybody, almost everybody has these quirks and that give them power, and the main character is without a quirk, and his biggest dream is becoming a hero and what that entails. And you can connect a lot of the things with superheroes, movies, and Marvel in general with this anime. But maybe you're somebody that enjoys a bit more drama, especially something like Korean drama and palace intrigue, and a character that kind of steals the show, I would have to recommend Apothecary Diaries. Like Mao Mao off every time she's on screen here, and I've seen a lot of even older people liking this anime, and I highly recommend Apothecary Diaries. In general, if somehow you haven't watched it, even if you're a more veteran in anime, do try out Apothecary Diaries. One that almost slipped my mind, I have to say, Solo Leveling. It's gonna be great for new people, hooks you instantly, especially if you watch 2 episodes. Please watch the first 2 episodes. I've said it, even when the anime aired, they should have aired those 2 episodes back to back. Like Solo Leveling, great animation, the action, the pacing is fast and goes strong, and the hype moments are gonna be here. It's gonna be great getting people into the anime and enjoying something like this. And I'm sure majority of the people know about Solo Leveling. Even if you're just new, you probably saw it everywhere, and I highly do think this is gonna be awesome for beginners to get into anime if they like action things. Now, I kept one a bit towards the end because this one is a bit longer than the others here, even though some of the others have some multiple seasons. Hunter x Hunter. This is just simply great. It has a lot of things that people see in a lot of series. It had inspired so many things, but it's also definitely longer, over 100 episodes. So that's a harder sell to somebody that's just starting, telling them, hey, you need to watch 100+ episodes just to get into this medium or understand. Now, as much as I love Hunter x Hunter, you have to preface that a bit for people here. And hey, I would have recommended Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, like I said at the beginning of the video, or other longer series and things like that. But this is about getting people into anime, not just recommending the best and longest thing. So yeah, there's a lot more things, and like I said, always ask questions when you're trying to get somebody to start into this medium, and maybe you're gonna find something more niche for them, depending how many series you have watched. Also, that could be great. Maybe you can rewatch something with them together. That would also be awesome. And if you're just a random guy on the internet just asking for questions, at least get an idea about what they like and how to recommend. And if you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments. These are just a few of the series, and I try to go a bit different for them, not just trying to recommend the same genre here. So give some of them in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So I'm gonna see you again on the next one. I have a lot more videos planned out, so make sure you're here. Bye bye.